Hi, I'm Courtney Good,
I'm Courtney Cifuentes.
and we're coming to you 5 days at a conference. And we just kind of want to let you know about our experience that we had and kind of get you guys pumped up for 2014. Last year we went to conference. There was about 6,000 people there. It was amazing. It was awesome. It took our business to a whole nother level. Now, I know some of you guys didn't get a chance to go. We'll tell you about our experience, but what you can do to kind of feel the way that we feel right now. Last year, again, like I said, we went there, 6,000 people there. It was amazing. We got back, our business just boomed. It's not because we just went to conference, it's because whatever they were telling us to do and the stories that we heard and the new training tips they gave us, we applied them when we got back. Otherwise, just going to conference or going to any trainings that you go to, getting on all the calls you get to, doesn't mean that your business is going to grow. It just means that you learn some stuff, but you have to apply. So we applied. We hit the floor running. We went to conference this year, just got back 5 days ago. Same thing. We're applying what we learned and talking to other people that we met there that are not on our team. So we are just wanting to let you guys know how important it is to get to these trainings, to get to conference even next year. I know that's a whole year away, but it don't matter. Think about it. Figure it out. Even if you didn't get to go this year because of money, start saving now because you have to go. It will change your business. I had a couple aha moments there. One is, which I'm completely guilty of, is my why is my family. It's my kids, it's my husband, and I want to leave a legacy for them and for their kids and their kids. But sometimes I find that my why is my excuse. I can't do something because I have my kids. I can't do this because I can't get a sitter. Or so now what I'm going to do is my kids are coming everywhere with me. If I have to go wrap somebody, if I'm going to be out blitzing, I usually keep that pretty separate. I'm with my family. If I'm with my little 2-year-old, I'm not going to be out blitzing. But now I am because I'm always going to be working the business. You don't have to. I went tanning the other day. I was just telling Courtney, and it was before we went to conference, and I left there without even talking about it works. I'm going to these girls that are sitting behind a desk, bored as can be. They got all these ladies walking in, men all day long. That's the places I should be talking to. So we all fall out of it a little bit, but getting to these trainings, talking to your upline will kind of get you, motivated again. So with my aha moment again is just my why is not going to be my excuse. That is it, plain and simple. And another one is leaving a legacy, meaning like I don't know my great grandma's name. I don't know my great grandma, or I don't know their names. And I asked probably about 7 people since I've been back from conference, do you know your great grandma's name? Not one person did. I want people to know me. I want my great grandkids to know my name. So that's a big aha moment for me also. Court, what was yours?
I would probably say the same with the why because I also have a 2-year-old, and I think that I had just put on the computer just before we went that we were all snowed in. I hadn't left the house in weeks, and I actually had a friend of mine's husband get on there and say, "Really, weeks? Get out there and grow your business. What's the matter with you?" And I was like, God, I really haven't done a whole lot because I'm constantly at home, stuck with the kids, doing the things, doing the mom thing, and I got back in that routine. So it's
Yeah,
just, it's easy to get comfortable like that. But I think for me also was to see in center stage there, all of the people that were sitting in that area were Triple Crown holders, which I thought was amazing to see it to
like the
where,
VIP section.
yeah, I mean, I was just racing for Diamond. I thought Diamond was it. That, like I was just happy to have gotten that. These people took it to another level. They got Diamond, double Diamond, triple Diamond bonus. That's what, 10,000, 15,000, and 25,000, something
Added
like that.
together. Boom.
Yeah, in
And
their paycheck.
and you just look wherever you're at right now in the business. You're a distributor. You are an executive, Ruby. Wherever you're at, Cora has a good story because she went to conference. Sorry, I'm telling your story.
No, I'm good with that.
She went to conference last year as an executive. I was the only person with her. That was it. It was just me and her. And 3 months later, she goes diamond, gets a $10,000 bonus. You never know. And for the one, she has, we have 5 kids. So you had to do it. You had to apply, and then you kind of get out of that rut here and there a little bit. But you just got to remember. And after this year, I'm never going to go through that. It's never going to happen for me. I'm not going to go through that rut of why am I doing this? I know it. I see it every day. So if your why is your family, then you're around your family every day. So it should be mentally in your
Yeah,
brain.
you got to find a way to flip it. You got to
Exactly.
find a way to flip it.
Right,
Whether it's just
exactly.
sit down, have a conversation with them, whatever it is, a little bit every day. I mean, that's Court and I talk about that all the time. You have to do a little bit of something, whether it's getting on a call somebody, text somebody, reach out to somebody, ask for a favor, whatever it is. But this is a completely obtainable goal. You have to remember that, as soon as you get one distributor underneath of you, you're no longer alone. You have me helping, you have Court helping, and now whoever your people are underneath of you helping. So you're not alone. You're a team now racing for this diamond. You're helping them reach their goals, and in turn, your goals are coming. So don't look at that, like I had, just two people underneath of me, and I was like, 25 slots, what? It's impossible. But it's really not, because Court saw the vision, my other distributor saw the vision, and we all work together to make it happen. So we will be there for you to help you and give you pointers and that sort of thing.
Another thing that I want to do too, which I've done in the past, but I haven't been consistent on, is the steps to success every single month.
So important.
Have it written down. Your 4 loyal customers, your 3 distributors. Your 3 distributors get 3 distributors get 3 distributors.
Right.
It is such a crazy
It's just
trickle
that
effect.
easy.
Yeah, it's just that easy.
Right.
Right now, just planting seeds, February's coming up, people are getting their taxes back. It's not like, oh, I'm going to get these people, I'm going to get their money. They're waiting. Some
Yeah.
people don't have the money to do it. So this time people are ready, because New Year's resolutions usually are, I want to look good, I want to feel good. But people are just thinking, I need to work out.
Right.
I believe in working out and all that, but that's usually what I want to feel good. They don't think like I need to help my body inside from out. They're just thinking I want to look good from the outside. So this is going to help you do both. You're going to get on. So that's why they usually people that are, if you're wondering why isn't it so crazy, some people are, I'm busy right now. Maybe not everyone is. Or if you're thinking there that one person out there, like, I'm not as busy as I think that I should be. Just wait.
For it.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to happen as long as
The quiet before the storm.
Yeah, as long as you
coming.
keep planting. Exactly, that's exactly what it is. Just keep planting those seeds. Don't ever give up. The only way that you're ever going to fail is if you give up. So just keep going. To the ones that didn't get to conference, because there was 16 of us that were there this year from our team. There is so many trainings coming up in February. I'm probably going to every single one of them, so you'll see us there.
Yeah.
So make sure you get to trainings wherever you're at. You know what I mean? Find there, get online, look at your leaders, your upline, get to these trainings. Some are all day, some are just a couple hours, but apply what you know. Invite friends to go there. We are one team, one mission. So a lot of these trainings you're going to, these are not your upline, but they want to help you. So take advantage of it. What company do you go to, do you hear of, that I'm going to go drive an hour somewhere and this lady that's just going to train me and inspire me?
Yeah, she doesn't benefit monetarily at all from it.
Right,
She
exactly.
just wants to help people.
Right,
Wants to
so
share the vision.
I think that's pretty amazing. And also, too, kind of side note of conference is, our team is so amazing because we have an upline that is right there.
Oh, no, you weren't talking about me.
And this one too.
Totally.
But we have an upline that is so attainable to us. They're reachable to us. So we can call them up on the phone. When I was at conference, this past weekend, I was sitting around with 3 girls at this restaurant. And I said, oh, who's your ambassador upline? They're like, the one looked to the other one. They're like, and I'm like, she's like, I think they said Lori Connolly or something. So I figured that's probably who it was, but they weren't really 100% sure. The one had to ask the other, and they both been in the company. I think they are both in the company for more than 6 months. Oh, wow. And they have no idea. So, I mean, and not saying that that's going to happen for some people where they're so far beyond, like they might not know their ambassador upline, but we do, and it's amazing. And just yesterday, I called Barry, and I was like, hey, I have a question for you. And he was like, you know what, this might be better for Lisa. So when I talked to her, I was like, hey, what can I do about this? She's lets me know, this is a good idea, do this. If you have any problems, if you want to, we need to talk to this potential distributor, just have him call me. I'm like, oh, okay. Right. I just wanted your advice. I didn't want you, okay. And not saying I couldn't do it myself, but she's putting it out there saying, you know what, I'm here for you. And she's got, how many thousands of people underneath her. So we're so lucky to be in this team.
Absolutely. And the fact that there's nobody between us and the top.
Right, exactly.
It's Lisa, it's Barry, it's me, it's you. Right. So we've got that connection, and I think that, Barry most definitely kind of, takes Team Court and Kort under his wing. So, so there's no question that's going to be a silly question. If you're unsure of something, we've asked the same stupid question 50 times.
Right.
And he'll answer.
And everyone is just like us. Like again, us
Mm-hmm.
coming off a conference, meaning so many. There was 10,000 people there. We're not even going to
Crazy.
be in Tampa next year. We
Mm-mm.
blew it out.
Yeah.
They can't hold
Nope.
It Works Global
They
there
could barely hold
anymore.
us this year.
You're
I mean, they
right.
could barely hold us this year.
And I think that's amazing that we are growing so quick. Last year there was 6,000 people there. The year before that was 3,000. The year before that was like 500, and then it was like 50.
Yeah.
So we are growing so quick. This company is doing amazing things. Um, the product sell itself. If you're taking the products, you love them.
Yeah, you got to be a product of the product.
Without a
Gotta
doubt.
be.
Yeah, exactly. So if you are a product of the product, you're okay. You're not feeling like you're going to sell something to somebody. You're going to feel like you're sharing it.
Mhm.
I don't take all the products because I don't need to, but I take a lot of them, and I like it. So, and that's another thing too is like that will grow your business. Being a product of the product, just that whole positivity part of it. And like, there's another thing too is like I know I'm totally going side note with the conference thing, but I really thought about this while I was at conference. Is like there's a lot of people that I met there that I follow on Facebook or whatever,
Right.
but and I like they're in my upline or not even my upline, but like on another team and they're high up their triple diamond, even ambassador diamond. I follow these people and I watch and what they post. Watch what people post, like the positivity that these people have.
Yes.
The one thing is like you don't want to do is you're running a business. You're running it for a reason. We have Facebook to help us tremendously. I can't even imagine like
reaching tons of people you could have never just reached.
right.
Any
And
other time.
people are following you. So
Right.
another thing too is just stay positive on Facebook.
Right.
Don't be
And be intentional.
Yes.
I love that when Cammie Dempsey says that all the time. Be intentional.
Mhm.
You're gonna do something. Be intentional about it. Have a passion for what it is that you're posting. People are watching you. I mean, Court, how many people did you think weren't even like paying attention to anything you were saying?
Oh,
And then all of a sudden one day they popped up, boom, like,
right.
how do you know about what's going on? Because they're watching her. They're
Right.
seeing what's going on.
And that's another thing too that I would like, to let you guys know is that I know I get this question all the time. I post on Facebook, nobody writes anything. Nobody likes it. I may get a couple likes, maybe a comment. Don't worry about it. They're watching you.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you go to maybe not Cammie Dempsey, but if you go to like a triple diamond, a double diamond, somebody that you know and you're following, look at theirs. They're not getting them either. People are just watching. Not that people don't like it, and if they do like it, it might be a distributor.
It's their team. I was just gonna say, if somebody is
Exactly.
liking it or commenting on it, you can guarantee it's a family member or a team member on it.
And it's not
Not
meaning that-
always, but
right. It's not that they're not watching. There's so many people that are like, message me. I need to know what's going on. I am so sick of looking at your posts. I'm thinking she looks at my posts. I would have
Right.
no clue that she's
Right.
looking at it. Most of my messages I get are people that I end up just kind of talking to, saying what I cannot go somewhere. I'm not trying to be conceited or whatever. I can't go somewhere when people not talk about what am I doing. I never have to approach somebody because they see the positivity in it all the way through.
right.
They see how it's changing my life at home, how it's changing my health. Not posting that, like my kids are not getting sick all the time. Obviously, they're on the greens or whatever. Just, be intentional about your post. Don't worry about if you're not getting 100 comments underneath it. They always say it takes 6 or 7 times for people to really connect to something or even ask a question. But I could say 90% of my people that messaged me, I had no clue they were following me.
Right.
People from years and years and years ago, most of my loyal customers, besides my friends and family, are people that all of a sudden are like, besides going to a party and getting that sort of stuff, but the networking part of it is from people that have been following me, and I had no idea. I actually messaged a girl one day, and there's somebody else on my team, and she said, I cannot wait. I can't wait for so-and-so's before and after picture. I'm like, that's what you're waiting for? I never even would have thought that's what people are. They're waiting for this change in you. Now, if you're somebody that doesn't need to lose 20 pounds or whatever, I mean, obviously taking the vitals, taking the greens, it's going to make you healthy on the inside. But they want, even if it is that, I even thought about that. Like, I need to take a before after picture now that I'm taking the facial line. I didn't start taking the facial line right away. So I'm like, I took a before picture, and I probably maybe another month I'll take an after picture. But that will be my testimony. Figure
I
out.
should have done that. I didn't even think about doing that. I
but
should have.
Just something, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your testimony is you've been taking the greens for 3 months, and this is what you need, a personal testimony.
Yeah.
And I mean, using others is great, but people want to know, what is this
Yeah.
doing for you?
They don't want to know about something that could be, well, oh yeah, your corporate says to tell you that because I heard a story that some chick in Alaska rapped one time and blah, blah, blah. No,
Right.
they want to hear you know, what it did to you, what it did to your family, how it changed you. And just on that same thing, they can't refer you if they don't know what you do. So if
Right,
you're not
exactly.
putting posts out, I'm not saying on your personal page every 20 minutes you're copy pasting somebody else's stuff and you're plagiarizing like crazy.
Right,
Not
exactly.
saying that, but I'm saying on your fan page, what did Stacy just tell us the other night? You have to put, if you want a lot of likes, you have to post a post like every like 2 or 3 hours or something like that on your fan page, not on your personal page.
Right.
They have to know what you're doing. They have to know what's new, what's going on. And you have to be constantly changing. Don't just keep posting the same thing, you know, same before and after, before and after, before and after, before and after. They've seen them. Change it up a little bit, spice it up a little bit, you know, throw a product in, throw a glass of water in, throw, you know, something that's going on with your family in. Keep it engaging to them because
Right.
that's what's going to draw more in.
And it doesn't always have to be an it works something, you know, or
Right.
another. It could be something, a recipe that you really liked, and you know, you can get some likes off that, and that can help boost your fan page. So it doesn't always have to be it works. But this is another thing that like I tip that I have is if you're gonna like download a picture and then put it on your fan page or Facebook, add something to it, not just a picture of
Right.
the greens. Throw something out in there, you know, something catchy, even if it's 2 sentence. Don't, because then that's just, they might just feel it's like a click and a click. They want to see a little
Mm-hmm.
bit behind that, even if it's a couple sentences, the more the passion about it. Um, Another thing I kind of want to talk about is getting out of your comfort zone. Everyone has that.
This video is doing it for us.
Right,
That's
exactly. This
totally
has
getting us
taken
out.
us 3 days and like 8 hours. We've been together in the
Yeah.
last 3 days and we're finally doing this.
Yeah.
And actually, I feel pretty cool right now, but whatevs.
I know.
So get out of your comfort zone, whatever it is. If it's like me, it's like blitzing at first. I was like, oh, I want to blitz. Not that
Yeah.
I'm like the best at it or great, but I like it now. It's actually kind of fun. I found ways I could say things I could tweak out. And if you're out there and you're new and you're like, what is blitzing? You know what I mean? Message us. Let's go
Yes.
blitzing together. You know, we
Yes.
want everyone to do it. I don't
Mm-hmm.
expect somebody brand new to go blitzing, and especially by themselves.
Right.
You know, so
And
let
it's
us
almost
know.
nice to not go out by yourselves because you want to remain compliant about things. You want to make sure you have the dialogue and that, and you want to simplify it.
Yeah,
I mean,
energy.
I was like duct tape my mouth when I first started because I was going to sit you down and tell you everything and anything and whatever. And when Pam Souter was like, ask a question and then shut your mouth. Ask a
Right.
question and then shut your mouth. I mean, it's that simple. You need to listen to what people are saying.
And then Mike Patillo says little less,
Talk. No.
lot more action. Oh, wow.
Right. I know.
But
Seriously.
that's another thing too is keeping it simple. I complexed the heck out of it.
Yeah.
You know,
golly.
because but it's so easy. What we do, we blitz people, we rap, and we
And then
repeat.
repeat it.
What do we do?
We're gonna blitz people,
What else we gonna do?
and we're gonna wrap them.
And then we're gonna repeat
Repeat
it.
it.
Let's do it. Let's
There's
everybody
success.
do it. And if you're not comfortable with it and you're out there watching this, it's like, I'm not, and you want us to come and blitz with you, we would love to. These next
Absolutely.
3 months is all about you guys. We are
Absolutely.
doing whatever we can. We are gonna, maybe we'll drag our kids every once in a while. We don't know. But if we
It
have
could
to do
happen.
it with you, we might. You might meet our kids 100 times,
Mhm.
whatever. But we're gonna do whatever we can these next 3 months for these people, for whoever wants. I don't know what goals anybody wants right now. They want to go diamond. Do you want to even go double diamond? This stuff can happen. It's so
Has
attainable.
happened. Yes.
Exactly. And just being at conference, we're hearing this all the time. Somebody was a stay-at-home mom, and she just wanted to, get some products. You know, a couple of her friends know she wanted to rap, and all of a sudden, 3 months later, she's diamond. You know,
Mhm.
because she believed in the products and she liked them. So that's another thing. I can go back to that until I'm blue in the face. You've got to be a product
Oh,
of
you
the
know what
product.
else I was thinking of on there when we heard at conference when they said, you can do anything, but you can't do everything.
Right.
That was huge for me because I am a control freak. I want to do everything. And realizing that when you spread yourself that thin, you become not good at anything. So my reason for saying that is I'm a recruiter. I can recruit, but getting a loyal customer, not so simple for me, you know? So I love to have Court around because the passion in her voice over the products, I have that, you know, I have the same love for them, but it just, the way it comes out of her is amazing. You know, so
Right.
she can get the loyal customers beautifully on that one. So team up with somebody. You don't have to be good at everything.
Right.
It's okay, you know. If you're, you know, when you're spending all that time trying to work on your weaknesses, you're never going to be perfect at them ever. It's just the way that it is. So if your strength is recruiting, Find somebody whose strength is, getting loyal customers in it, and team up, because they're going to fill in the blank for you, and it's going to make that you're going to feel more confident, because you don't have to be the best at everything. We're not the best at everything, those that know us know that, I mean, we're like big goofballs that half the time we're like, wait, what were we talking about?
Right.
Wait,
Exactly.
what? Wait, I mean, even this video, we're jumping all over the place, but you're
Right.
getting the point. Like,
Right.
we're real people,
Right.
Anybody can do it.
Yeah, I totally agree. Another one thing that I've noticed coming off the conference, hearing so many stories, and I have a couple people ask me, well, why, we're hearing all these stories about someone going from 0 to 100, like I want to know somebody that did like baby steps. Well, I always say, they have to acknowledge that is
Mhm.
happening, but don't compare your chapter 1 to somebody's chapter 20.
It's not the
You don't,
majority.
yeah, you don't know what if they had like a war market before, if they already had people on board, are you starting fresh? It doesn't matter. Just keep plugging away. The
Or if
time
they're
is
related to the Duggars and they got like 19 kids in their
right.
family. Like, you don't know. It could be anything,
Exactly. Yeah.
As long as there's
forgot what I was gonna say
action,
on
I
that
would
one.
I would definitely say, an object. I always say an object in motion remains in motion. An object at rest remains at rest. It's you've got to stay in motion on things. It doesn't happen overnight for anybody. I mean, look at me. I mean, we've been in for quite a long time now. It's not like we're rocking out, the presidential status right now. We're not. We're staying intentional. We're staying true to who we are, and we're moms and we're wives. I don't have time to be, out there 90% of the day, constantly blitzing and doing whatever. We incorporate it into our lifestyle, into our day. And that's what we're saying. You can be that person who's out there crazy, building, building, building. And that could be those people who went, distributor to presidential in like a blink of an eye. But some
Right.
people aren't always like that, grow at your own pace,
Right.
I love when Court says, you want hobby money? You can make hobby money. If you want legacy changing, generation breaking, cash, mad cash, you can have that too, because there's a place
Right.
for everybody.
Right, exactly. The reason why I wish I was going to introduce my story at the beginning, but I didn't, but I'll tell you now.
Because it's our first one.
Exactly. The reason why I got with It Works Global was I wanted to make enough money to take the products. I know I probably, with what I wanted to take, and I wanted to take care of myself. And honestly, it would cost somebody like $60, $80 a month or so or more to take care of yourself, and then your family on top of that would be more. So I was thinking, oh man, if I made like $100 a month with It Works, I can pay for my products. So that's what I did. And about 2 months into it, my mom, my sister, my friends, my family, everyone close to me got on the products as they see that I loved the greens. I loved the wrap, what it did to me, because I wasn't a big believer in the wrap. I thought it was the weight, the water loss. And then I found that it's not, and it's amazing. And obviously that's another video. But after a couple months, my family's calling me, my friends are calling me and saying, well, this is happening in my life right now, and the only thing I've done is take some greens and vitals. The only thing that's changing is I am using the defining gel. What is going on? So these people are so excited, and I was like, wow. Because I will admit, when I started, I was selling these products.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know any better, I was selling them. Now I've had somebody message me the other day, and they were like, oh, do you sell It Works? Which, how do you not know you're friends with me on Facebook or what?
Right.
Okay. I said, no. I just said
none.
no. And then she put question mark back, and I said, well, I share it. She's like, ha, ha, ha.
You're like, no, haha, it's life.
Right. That probably is really funny, but that's really how I feel about it. And I know when people leave me talking to them, they know that I am not selling them something. I'm sharing something. So back to why I kind of start growing with this business a little bit more. So I'm getting, phone calls, messages saying, oh, this is happening, this, from high blood pressure. I'm not stating that this is going to happen for everybody, but a lot of different things were happening with my friends and family. And I just got so excited. I was like, oh, I'm changing my family's life. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not the one that's putting the greens and making them drink it, and I'm not like choking them down and getting this in there, but they're feeling good. So it makes me feel good. You're confident
to a new lifestyle.
Yeah.
Too, that there's hope.
That you can really, your confidence can get built so quick with being with It Works Global. I mean, it can, because you are changing lives. These people are not messaging Mark Pentecost saying, oh, you changed. They're messaging me. I'm branding myself, and they're like, thank you so much. Thank you. I mean, I've had people say, oh my God, you are changing my life. I'm on the greens and the vitals, let's say. I'm like,
right. You're
right,
like,
let's
really?
go.
You're
Yeah.
doctor status
Totally
here. I was
doctor
like,
status.
right.
So after a couple months, these people are saying, well, I got a friend that needs the greens and the vitals. And then it became like a month after that saying, well, I've sent you like 3 people, so I'm just going to start selling this myself, or sharing how I feel with other people. That's how my business grew, is that people get on the products, they loved it. And I was like, are you on the products? It's not like you can buy the products, but you got to take them.
Yeah.
You have to be, it doesn't mean because they ship to your house and they're sitting on your counter and then you're wondering why it's not working. You got to, their products will work.
Mm-hmm.
You got
And
to
you don't
take
have
them.
to take all of them.
Right, exactly.
Just if you're on a budget in the beginning and that, which I mean, I think both of us
Yeah.
were. It was like, we weren't, we want to try everything, but we can't really try everything yet.
Right.
Just pick one.
Right,
Make
exactly.
it the greens because you're gonna love that one.
Right. Yeah,
But just
exactly.
pick one, and try that one and share that one. You could build your whole business just on the greens, just sharing the greens, and then saying, oh yeah, we do have these other ones too.
Right, exactly. So that's kind of what my story was. I got in it to get free products. Everyone liked the products. They loved it. I was passionate about it. They knew. They're telling their friends, and they felt like, hey, Court, you come to my house and have a party. They were excited about it because they knew how excited I was. And then again, I know it wasn't. I always feel like they were like get-togethers. You know what I mean? We're sitting around a kitchen table, and that's like for you guys out there. If you're nervous about having a party or have a get-together, have one or two of your friends over. But you got to learn the products. Now, like I said, we are putting ourselves out there for the next 3 months. You call us, we're going to be there. Either her or I or both or whatever. But we will be there. But if you're working a lot or you're, I'm not saying it an excuse, but if you're not able to get to us, we're doing a Tuesday night training and you can't, get on videos, get on the calls, because if you can't, I mean, that's what I did at the beginning. There wasn't a lot of trainings like they are now. There wasn't any, we had like 1 or 2 calls a week.
Yeah.
Now we can pick from a call almost every single night. So you can definitely get on those. So I did, and I still do it. I get on YouTube, while I'm on Facebook networking, I have in the background something going on with YouTube, whoever it is that you're really like, you have a connection with. Or if you're not sure, like, hey, what's a good video? Let us know. Send us a message. We'll send you some good videos that we really like. But you've got to keep watching different people. We all watch Lisa Fuller. She's our ambassador upline. But, we watch her videos and love it. They're amazing. But then, sometimes we watch like Carla Burns or we'll probably watch Cammie Dempsey. Everyone's a little bit different. You're going to get something new from everybody. But stay plugged in that way. You could be doing life while a video's on. Put it in your phone. Put some earbuds in and start cleaning. Whatever you got to do. Just stay connected. And that's another thing. I know we're going to have to be done here in 3 minutes at the 30.
I know. Whatever. We're trying to keep it at the 30.
But that's another thing I wanted to say is that.
See what I mean? This is totally us. As soon as we start talking about 3 more minutes left, now we've
What was I
each other
saying?
on that one.
I'm really glad this
You were talking about
happened.
staying connected.
Oh, at conference last year. This is what I'm saying, and this is something I've been bringing with me this whole last year since conference last year. Everybody got on that stage said, "Stay connected, stay connected, get on the calls." And I'm thinking the conference. I've been in this for 4 months, and I got on probably 5 or 6 calls. Yeah. But that is what every single person said: stay connected. Get with your upline. Stay connected. I'm like, oh, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to stay connected. I'm going to get with my upline.
There's only 2 of us, but we're like, we're going to figure this out.
But I wasn't just taking my time to get on a YouTube video to watch about the greens. I want to know a little bit more about the greens. I'm getting a little more questions. I wasn't sitting there like, Lisa, I need this question about the greens, whatever. I mean, not that I couldn't have done it, but I was like, you know what? I need more information. I'm going to Google Dr. Don greens. I got to watch a 7-minute video about the greens from the formulator. So let's do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So do that. If you have a question about the vitals, you're not really sure about it.
There's a video on every product on YouTube.
Everything. Totally take advantage of YouTube. YouTube, anything you can think of. YouTube conference 2014. And there'll be 1,000 things that come up. There, if you want to know kind of a little bit what we went through and what we experienced, there were so many people there videoing that you would have a million things to choose from. Get on YouTube. Stay connected. That is the
and I love
biggest
what
thing.
you said there is that you can still be living life. You can have YouTube playing on your phone in your pocket with your earbud in, so you're still picking some of it up.
I think about this. My grandpa, he used to, sell product when I was little. That's how he made his living, by selling, like we are now, sharing a product. He sold protein bars. Could you imagine? And he was successful at it. Could you imagine?
If he had social media.
Exactly.
What?
And just like to learning more and more. I mean, we obviously have more than just one product, but you can get on a call at any time, any day. You know, become friends with
And
like
they're all
Pam
recorded.
Souter, Mark Pentecost, Mike Patillo. You become friends with all of these people that are Black Diamonds corporate because everyone has different calls. We're getting the calls that we're sending to you mostly are the ones from Lisa and mostly from our team. But if you want to get on a different call, a different night, you know, there's just become friends with them. There's calls all the time. You can't miss them. They're all the time. So stay connected with that. Become friends with a lot of people that are in corporate. We put it on, we posted it before, but we could post it again. Read what they're saying. Read people's comments on what the questions are. The more you know, the more you're going to grow.
Yep.
And I totally just made that up. Have
I
you ever
totally
heard that
did
before?
Not
I didn't.
make that up. She totally did not make that up.
Have you heard that before?
Yeah, I think it was on
I'm going to
like
write
an
that
after school
down.
special thing or
What?
something.
What'd I
Oh no,
say?
wait, that's one to grow on. Maybe you did make
The
it up.
more you
The more
know,
you know, the more you grow.
I would have totally patent that.
Genius.
Nobody else do that because I'm going to get online and do about 2 seconds.
Right. We gotta end this video now because Court has to get out there and be like, coin the phrase right now. The more you know, the more you grow.
I was glad that we did this. This was awesome.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a lot
Those
more.
are first ones.
Yeah.
So bear with us. They're going to get better. And we're
Right.
going to not be so scattered on things.
Right.
But it is a little nerve-wracking to sit in
And
front of the camera.
Right. We'll condense it to
Yeah.
a certain something. Like,
Yes.
you know, products, leads, you know, blitzing. So many different things are going to be coming. So get used to us being in your living room
And
or in your pocket, listening to us.
And we're going to make them to where you don't have to send out Ambassador Diamond, Lisa Fuller, who, you know, you don't know her. But, I mean, since we do, we love to share her videos because we're like, we totally know her.
Right.
But it might not be the same emotional connection for you guys. But guess what? Now your upline is making one, and we promise they will not be this scattered.
Right. Exactly.
They're going to be good ones, and then you'll be able to send them off to your prospects and that. So hopefully it'll just be another tool that you guys can utilize on there.
Boom, dude.
Boom.
Hey, but just so y'all know what we're going to do for the next 3 months, for the next year, for the rest of our life.
First, she's going to patent the more you know, the more you grow.
And then, because people might be this could be going viral and we don't even know. But we're just blitz people, rap people, put a blitz card in somebody's hand. Exactly. Put a rap on somebody. Your business will grow. So do it to it.
Absolutely.
The more you know, the more you grow. Oh my God,
Pointing it.
Okay.
Seriously.
So we'll see you guys next time.
Absolutely.